Hi, this is Lady Lex UK and here's another tutorial for Project Spark. I've had another request in the Project Spark Team Club. Can I make a brain swapping mechanic like you get in the Lego games? Yes, I can. So here is 4 characters and I will go to show you in test mode what they are going to do. So I've got control of this guy here. And I've got 2 followers, and there's a wandering villager over there, which I've got a hologram on. So I'm going to press Y, and I'm going to go into her brain, and I can wander about. And now I'm being followed by that guy. I'll become that guy, and she's now following that guy. And now I'm gone into this villager and they're both following the villager. And go back into, there we go, back into his brain. So how is this done? Well, first of all, you need your characters, and you put whatever brain you want in there. It doesn't have to be a follower brain. If you're doing a Lego game, probably a follower brain would be sensible, but any sort of brain will do. Now, if you're going to put a follower brain in, you need to do a little bit of altered code. But the first thing you need to do is in every single character that you're going to use as part of your brain, you've got to say once global players object set incremented by me. So that creates an object set of players that are going to be able to be swapped in and out of. And you put that in all your character brains. And in a follower brain, you've got to, you do the same, global players. You've got to put this line in. You remove the lines that indicate who my leader is in terms of distance and players and what have you, and you put in this line instead: my leader equals global player, because we're going to create a global player. And so that's what you have. So you remove all the other code that uses distance to create my leader. You just remove that and put this line in instead: my leader equals global player. And that's for follower brains only. Okay, so here's my here's the player that I'm going to use to start with. He's going to be my start player. He's got exactly the same code, global players incremented by me, but he's got this extra code here that says once, and he's only going to do it once, push brain controlled player. It's going to put the controlled player brain into him immediately. And this brain is a wandering villager brain that I've put in there. You can put any brain in you like, but he needs to start with an uncontrolled brain. And then we're going to push the controlled player brain into him immediately so that he's the first character you've got control of. And this is the controlled player brain. It's a logic cube that's made into a template. If you're not sure how to do that, you go to properties, brain, template, true. Make sure the brain is also active. So, control player. This is a third-person adventurer brain. And we're going to set that global player equals me. We don't set that as once, we have that permanently running. Because we don't want it to happen once, because we want it to happen all the time. That player is active, because this brain is going to swap from player to player. If we did it as once, it will only do it in the first brain, and that wouldn't be good. So we're leaving it as open. And because I'm using the Lego controls, I've got Y, the Y button to swap brains. If you want to keep the shoot option, obviously you use a different button. But I've used Y because that's what Lego uses. So when Y is pressed, we're going to set a boolean called choose body equals true. And when we're choosing a body, we're going to start to look for the nearest global player, and we're going to say that is our new body. We're then going to create an object called Spark, which is a that weapons trail. There are other special effects you can use. You don't have to use this one. Choose an effect that you like. Maybe the rainbow would be nice. And create it at the head position of our player. And until our new body hits that spark, then the spark's going to move with flying towards that new body's head position with a minimum distance of 0. They'll just make sure it definitely gets there. So it's going to fly there, and then it's going to play that whooshing noise as it does it. And then once it's hit that new body, we're going to say choose body equals false because we found one. And then we go into transfer mode. So transfer equals true. When transfer equals true, that new body is going to push that control player brain into it. Now, push brain, what it does is it deactivates the brain that is currently in that player, that character. It doesn't get rid of it, doesn't delete it. It just puts this brain in control, and the other brain just sits there and does nothing. It's sort of deactivated, but it is still there. We're then going to set that boolean to false, and now we're going to pop brain. And what pop brain does is put back whatever brain was in it before the current brain was put in it. Now, if you remember with our first player, he's got a wandering villager brain in there, and then we placed the control brain in. So now that we've swapped to our new body, it's going to pop the wandering villager brain back into that character. Now, let's say we swap to a new body, which is a follower brain. It's going to push that control player brain into it, and then when we change it again, it's going to pop its follower brain back. So that's what that does, and that's it. Surprisingly, it's quite a simple, not very many lines of code, quite a simple thing, and that is it. That is all it is. Sometimes things are relatively simple. And there you go. There is our Lego brain swapping mechanic. I hope that's useful to you. Let me know if you like this, and also if you've got any ideas for any other tutorials you would like me to do. I will certainly give them a go. I can't promise that I'm be able to do everything you've asked me for, but I'll give them a good go. So let's hear your requests in the comments below. Thanks very much, and keep sparking.